Alexa, play Finesse by Drake.
Finesse.
Yeah. Turn everything on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Turn everything up a little more. I want my baby to have your eyes. I'm going against my own advice. Should I do New York? I can't decide. Fashion week is more your thing than mine. I can't even lie. I'd rather stay inside. I can't do suit and tie. Can't be in a room with you and stand on different sides.
What happened?
One thing at a time.
Good morning. Buenos dias. Welcome. We finally made it to Friday after I've been screaming about Friday all week. Good morning. Well. You know what I've been seeing a lot lately? I'm going to give people a couple more minutes and we're going to go ahead and start. You know what I've been seeing a lot lately? Old money. And I had a reading about that. But like the old money aesthetics is coming up again. Alexa, pause the music. Okay, buenos dias. I know people are at work. Some people are in the bed. But I want to go ahead and get started because I can't lie and tell you that I haven't been excited to get this message out all fucking night. Okay, I started to come back on live last night and tell y'all the downloads that I had. But instead, I just texted the group chat and told the group chat because I just felt like they was going to know what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I had told them, I said, like me, y'all know me. I'm a real trill-ass type of bitch. You know what I'm saying? I keep it real funky. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a cap about nothing. And so I told them yesterday, I said, I can't lie. I've been a little bit insecure about my messages lately because I don't know the beginning to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not able to see it through. And I was telling them, I was like, God just kept saying, like, you just need to talk. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to know because, first of all, I'm talking through you. You just the face and the personality. I'm speaking through you. I'm using you as my vessel. And I was like, okay, yeah, I know that. But at the same time, like, you got to keep me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep me up to date. He like, I really don't. All I need to do is just, when you start channeling or when you tap in, I just need to give you the information very clearly. That's all I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that TikTok that'll be like, he don't need to do a motherfucking thing. That's how my higher self was kind of like, I'm like, God need to put me on. God need to inform me about this. He needs to really like give me a little bit of insight because I feel so, I feel discombobulated. Like, I feel like I'm I'm rambling. That's how I've been feeling the last couple of days. But when I listen back to every live, there's no rambling, not in here or there, not over there or here, everywhere, none of it. It's nowhere. I don't hear me rambling when I'm listening to it. I literally hear me like teaching. So, that's an inner issue of confidence or whatever, of my self-esteem, of me now. Like, so basically what I realized is since the last eclipse, since that took away all the old stuff and this eclipse is bringing up the new stuff, I realized that there's been this like upgrade in like knowledge. And I was telling people that the fact of like, you don't change your divinations, you know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You upgrade in getting in deeper to the chambers of secrets, like on some Harry Potter shit. And I realized that I've clearly gotten deeper into the chamber of secrets of the kingdom of the Lord, which makes me uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar territory. Okay, this goes back to that North Node conversation that we've been talking about. Like, bits and pieces of things that I've been discussing, they're all starting to like connect the dots, right? And last night I was doing a pool or whatever, and the 10 of Pentacles came out, which is community. But the biggest thing was the fact of that, you see how everybody got all these oh, girl, I be up crack of dawn. You know what I'm saying? I just don't never get on live this early because I feel like y'all be at work. But God said, get on live. I need you to get on live early. No matter if they're at work, in the bed, or whatever the fuck they doing, they need to hear this. And if they don't hear it, it'll be on YouTube later. So what I realized is that everybody has a little pinnacle, you know what I'm saying? The kids and all that stuff. And it's funny that the dog is here because the dog is loyalty. And that's what they keep, the word loyalty keeps coming up, right? But, so what I realized is, do y'all see this one big ass pinnacle and it has these dots? So last night I was pulling, this card came out, and I didn't even think of community first. The first thing I thought of is that the dots were connecting. So over the last night or whatever, I was after I did a pool, you know what I'm saying? As soon as the verse of the day comes up, I need to go read it. Okay, I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know why I do that, but there are times where I literally stay on live until after midnight so I can read the verse of the day because I know it's going to reflect on what I was just talking about. So if you've ever noticed, I do that a lot because like I need to know, because the Bible is the book of truth, and it's also my confirmation of what I already be channeling. Because if it says it in the Bible, yeah. Because if it says it in the Bible, yeah, ain't no arguing with me. You can't argue with me when I'm in the Bible. You dig what I'm saying? So last night I stayed up or whatever so I could get into the word of the day, the verse of the day, right? So the verse of the day comes from. Now don't murder me about this, about how I'm about to pronounce it, because I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong. But that don't matter. Okay, that don't matter. Eclecticus, I don't know. ECCLESIATES. Okay, IASTES. Whatever that word is, that's what verse we're in today. Okay, and it's verse 4-9, right? So 4 plus 9 is 13, which is 4 stability. Right? So the verse says, 2 are better off than 1 because together they can work more effectively. So I got to putting some things together, you know what I'm saying? I started to do a little bit of a brainstorming, and I was like, 2 work better than 1. Okay. Then how I've been talking about the Gemini energy, the twins. Then I was talking about the yin and the yang together. Then I was talking about the masculine and feminine, women and men together. Then I was talking about the dynamics of, in Virgo season, I remember touching base on, yeah, I'm going to type it because we don't have time for this. I don't know the fucking word. And we're going to do it like that there. You dig what I'm saying? Put y'all on game. There you go. Glory to God. So So I was like, bro, that's crazy, because the messages that we've been talking about have been a lot of like mutable energy, which is Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini. That's been like heavy energy. Mutable energy has been really heavy over the last couple of days and weeks, honestly. And so as I'm having this like conversation with myself, it made sense, because like I know we've been talking about the Holy Trinity, right? And that's fine. But what I've really been seeing is like physical and spiritual. That's been a really big thing that God has been putting the two and two together. So like my physical body, and that includes my muggle, my muggle and my inner child. And then you got the spiritual, which is your light and your dark side. Because I told y'all really got like 4 people inside of you, and people didn't understand what I meant by that. But you really do. You have a light and a dark of everything. You have a light and a dark of your inner child. You have a light and a dark of your higher self. It's very simple, but you have 4 people in your head. Okay, here we go. Now, I was like, that's crazy that you say that, because I've been seeing a lot of yin yang and none of that. Yesterday, we got Divine Feminine in the reading, and it literally says yin. So I go on and whatever. So I go on to read the chapter, and child, listen to this here. So whatever that word is, the chapter 3 says a time for everything. Do y'all remember how I've been trying to say like time is an illusion? We just don't got time to waste. How we haven't even been paying attention to the days. We've been more paying attention to the planets that are ruling the days. Like we've been going based off of energy for each day, instead of worrying about, oh, it's Saturday, oh, it's Sunday, it's Monday. We've been saying shit like, oh, it's Saturday, oh, it's the Sunday, which is Leo energy. We know that Monday is Cancer energy, the moon energy, Tuesdays, Mars, Aries. We've been really getting where we don't give a fuck about the calendar. We literally been going based off the planet energy, the astrological energy that affects each day. And it's the truth. It's the truth, okay? Then I had told them yesterday, I said, bro, I don't know about anybody else, but yesterday felt like it was the longest day ever. Like, I felt like it was just like, everything was just long. Like, when I had like I told you, when I woke up, I had worked out, took a shower, worked out, created made me food, ate, sat down, did this. Like, I'm telling you, it was so long. Like, it was just really long of a day. You know what I mean? And by the time I laid down, like I had already got on live. I just had already did everything. So then when I actually laid down and was like, like resting, it was just 10:30. I'm like, damn, today feel real long. Like this bitch might be parked down deep down in Atlanta. Like, what the fuck? Where is Friday? Like, we are literally just, the day is just dragging. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, I had texted the group chat and I was like, yo, this gonna sound crazy, but like the day feel long to y'all? And they was like, yeah, like today has been really long. Like just the time of it has just been extremely long. Why chapter 3? The verse of the day comes from chapter 4. We just talked about stability. But why the chapter before that says a time for everything? Everything that happens in the world happens at the time God chooses. He sets the time of birth and the time for death, the time for planting and the time for pulling up, the time for killing and the time for healing, the time for tearing down and the time for building. He sets the time for sorrow, the time for joy, the time for mourning, the time for dancing, the time for making love and the time for not making love, the time for kissing and the time for not kissing. He sets the time for finding and the time for losing, the time for saving, the time for throwing away, the time for tearing and the time for mending, the time for silence and the time for talk. He sets the time for love and the time for hate, the time for war and the time for peace. What we gain from all of our work, I know that heavy burdens that God has laid on us has set the right time for everything. He has given us a desire to know the future, but never gives us the satisfaction of fully understanding what he does. When I read that last night, I was appalled. Very much so appalled. Because then it says, so I realized that all we can do is be happy and do the best we can while we are still alive. All of us should eat and drink and enjoy what we have worked for. It is a God's gift. I know that everything God does will last forever. And y'all remember I was telling y'all about my tattoo about the 2 Corinthians 4:18? That came up again. You can't add anything to it or take anything away from it. And one thing God does is make us stand in awe of him. Whatever happens can happen. Whatever happens or can happen has already happened before. God makes the same thing happen again and again. The day before yesterday when I was like, y'all remember how COVID started? Why do I feel like that's going to happen again? Child, I say, oh, I know you lying. And then it says injustice in the world. In addition, I have also noticed that in this world, you find wickedness where justice and right ought to be. I told myself God is going to judge the righteous and the evil alike because every action will happen at its own time. I decided that God is testing us to show us that we are no better than animals. After all, and I had texted the group and told them that I had seen a dead deer. Like the deer was just on it. The day that Quavo had passed away, the deer was just dead. And then in the spirit animal, the deer is love. I said, oh, that's crazy. After all, the same fate awaits human beings and animals alike. And the fact that it's talking about animals and Sagittarius is half man, half horse. And then Sagittarius is Jupiter and Sagittarius is the temperance card. Jupiter is the temperance card, which is divine timing. And then the other day we had got patience. And it was that I trust that everything will happen in divine order. That was earlier this week. And now we at the end of this week and this is where we're at. A human being is no better than an animal because life has no meaning for either. They are both going to the same place, the dust. They both came from it. They will both go back to it. How can anyone be sure that the human spirit goes upward while the animal spirit goes down into the ground? So I realized then that the best thing we can do is enjoy what we have worked for. There is nothing else we can do. There is no way for us to know what will happen after we die. And then the chapter today that says, then I looked at all the injustice that goes in this world. The oppressed were crying. No one would help them. No one would help them because their oppressors had power on their side. I envy those who are dead and gone because they are better off than those who are still alive. But better off than either are those who have never been born, who have never seen the injustice that goes on in this world. I have also learned why people work so hard to succeed. It is because they envy the things their neighbors have, but it is useless. It is like chasing the wind. They say that we would be fools to fold our hands and let ourselves starve to death. Maybe so, but it is better to have only a little with peace of mind than be busy all the time with both hands trying to catch the wind. I have noticed something else in life that is useless. Here is someone who lives alone. He has no son, no brother, yet he's always working, never satisfied with the wealth he has, for whom he is working so hard and denying himself any pleasure. This is useless too, and a miserable way to live. They two are better off than one because together they can work more effectively. If one of them falls down, the other can help him up. But if someone is alone and falls, it is just too bad because there is no one to help him. If it is cold, two can sleep together and stay warm. But how can you keep warm by yourself? Two can resist an attack that would defeat one person alone. A rope made of 3 cords is hard to break. Someone may rise from poverty to become king of his country or go from prison to the throne. But if in his old age he is too foolish to take advice, he is not as well off as a young man who is poor but intelligent. I thought about the people who live in this world, and I realized that somewhere among them there is a young man who will take the king's place. There may be no limit to the number of people a king rules, but when he is gone, no one will be grateful for what he has done. It is useless. It is like chasing the wind. The next chapter is don't make rash promises. Now, I feel like this is what we're going to come into as we get into Venus being in Sagittarius and Mercury being in Sagittarius, because the biggest thing I kept saying about Sagittarius was, why the fuck do you talk like that? Your mouth. The Sagittarius, it's something with their throat chakra, and it's because of what their heart is full of. That's the temperance energy that's been happening with a lot of Sagittarius placements. Is there's been this clearing of the throat and the heart. Okay, and I think I said for Sagittarius season, it's going to be the crown, the throat, and the heart. I think I said that, but I can't remember. I don't know. If I did, whatever. But the fact that these are the 2 chapters that God wants us to go into, and then the whole book of the verse that, I don't know how they pronounce. The whole verse is about, hold on. The whole book is about however difficult things may be because of the curse upon mankind in this fallen world, there is purpose and grace for all. There is an enduring hope and satisfying life as we walk with God. Then it says, the book reflects someone looking back on life that was long on experience but short on lasting rewards. You got to think long term, not short term. You got to think big, bitch. When you're thinking small, you got to think big. That energy keeps coming up because I have it. I feel like I'm a broken record with this shit because Scorpio season is a reflection of what Aries season will be. So there is this energy of like, for one, the fact that it says 2 definitely gave me like, we can, it takes a village to raise a kid. It takes a village to birth an idea. It takes a village to create abundance. It takes a village to do that. But you as an individual have to seek that type of energy. And if you are going to, and yesterday I was talking about how like that sacrificing thing of a dog-eat-dog world, that's where it's literally becoming like down the drain because it doesn't make sense. If time is an illusion, you trying to win over somebody else really doesn't matter because the amount of steps you took to get to your point, I literally took 2 of them and I got further than you. The amount of time you took hustling, scamming, stealing, doing all that shit, I literally sat in the bed and let it come to me. You see what I'm saying? That is the energy that we are trying to get everybody to embody right now because there's an energetic, reset that's happening to everybody. So instead of it being where you have to clear this and clear that and clear that, you literally are going to be at 0. And then you're going to be able to bring it in with your hands energetically, calling it in. Thank you. You're going to call it in. So if it's not necessarily about like, sorry, y'all. It's not necessarily about what you can do to get it. Now it's going to be about what you can do to attract it. So example, you might want to do something big in business or whatever, but you don't have the resources or you don't have that, but you got the talent. And this comes up about a reading I said when I was like, I was talking about T.D. Jakes. And I was like, T.D. Jakes was talking about like, you might not have the money, but the other person has that's what's happening because God needs everybody to become a service of each other. So if God is going to get everybody to become a service of each other, it means that you can help me do this. I help you get here. You help me get here. You help me get here. And I keep hearing that song, Wake Up Everybody. There's something to do or something like that. That whole wake up song that I kept playing the other day. This woman does this and this man does that and them together will create this. This friend does this and that friend does that. Them together will create this. There's this dynamic change that's happening in Sagittarius season that we're all gearing up to do. But see, the only way you can gear up to do it is if you actually come to a 0. Like you start at 0 and then you open your hands and it calls to you. Okay? Because the first thing it says was success. No more sleeping in bed because it's time to get up and make movements. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. We keep talking about love. Love is longevity, obedience, vitality, and evolution. If you don't create that, there is no love there. Then we got loneliness. I know that I'm never alone, right? Self-esteem. The fact that I was being over analytical about my messages that I was giving to you guys, that's that Virgo energy, right? But where in career, I have a Scorpio placement in my career. So that makes me very like, no, not Scorpio. I have Virgo in my career. So that makes me very over analytical about the things that I'm teaching and about the things that I'm doing because I feel like it needs to be perfect and there's really no such thing as perfection when when you're God's messenger. There's no such thing as that. So I had to get over that. But that's a self-esteem thing. And then I was telling y'all the other day about the dice. Like, you need to blow the dice and just roll it. That's a self-esteem thing of why you haven't rolled the dice on certain things. And then for him to say timing, God's timing, there's this big leap of faith that has you guys in a chokehold. Like, I mean, literally it has you like that. Because the not knowing where you're going to land is causing a lot of stagnancy. That's why we got self-esteem, courage, and freedom. And it's funny that we got 5 cards today. Self-esteem says, I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Benefit me and others. Then courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Then freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Now, in the verse, chapter 3, it literally says that we can't do nothing else but focus on being happy, baby. It literally says that in the Bible. There's nothing else you can do besides, hey, look, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Okay? Because the first card we got was, you're already doing it. It says stop overthinking. Keep facing true north by yourself. Then it says, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? By yourself. Then the last card is soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Then at the bottom of the deck, imagination. And yesterday we listened to the song by the Temptations. It was just my imagination. There's this energy that I feel is like, it's going to take a village to create certain things. Because the courage card says, you need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all fear's disguises. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This test, and it's funny, the word test has been coming up. Just in general, we're being tested. You're being tested. You're being tested. This week was all about alignment. So it was a test to see where you're going to follow the guided steps or the guided directions that you were given. So I need you to ask yourself that we're basically completed the week, because Friday's the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? And I need you to ask yourself, did you pass the test honestly, truthfully, with all the little obstacles that you were given this week? And everybody was given them in different ways. You either were given to it in a way of like money. So I'm gonna give you an example. I went to go to the hair store or whatever, and I was like, split the payments up or whatever like that. Like I was like, split the payments up, right? And because I needed to use the rest of the money on this card. So I was like, use that. So I was already like hesitant because I was like, I don't know, whatever. So basically, I went up to the cash register and she scanned both my things. I promise y'all, the girl scanned both of my things. Both the items. I had my phone. I'm about to do the Apple Pay, whatever. And the total says $1.14. And I was like, hey, yo, like, the total in all was $14.14, which is 5.5. The man came over, override it, whatever, so she could do whatever. I literally, and I called it out. So it wasn't even on no like, let me just hurry up and take this deal. I was like, hey, yo, the total right here says $1.14. Now, this has happened to me before. At the damn Starbucks when I was like, my total was like $8 and then the thing was charging me like $3 something, right? So on the screen, it was like $1.14. So I was kind of like, I was like, hey, yo, the price is wrong. And she was like, oh, yeah, that's your total after the $13. And I was like, oh, okay. So I tapped it. As I tapped it, I'm telling y'all, the receipt printed out. And I was like, oh, no. I said I needed to do it between 2 cards or whatever. And she was like, yeah, I don't know what just happened. I said, well, I ain't going to argue with the Lord, baby. I grabbed my stuff and I got the fuck up out of Dodge. Because, hey. Then, same thing. I had got my hair braided or whatever. So, you know, everybody big on cash or whatever. I ain't bringing up cash for the girl to do thigh length or whatever. Because I just went by basically what she said on a thing. And like, people just be real strict on cash in Atlanta. Like, you can't do no type of virtual payments. And I'm not going to argue with no hoe about no virtual payment, okay? So, baby girl, here we go. Why the fuck she braided it and that shit come down to my thigh? Like, things were already, like, just taken care of. Like, just, and it was a test for me to just be like, am I going to trip about it? Or am I going to argue about it? Or am I just going to trust that things are going to happen? This was, because I already had other things to take care of. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all, my life is so, like, day by day, that makes me very anxious. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes to stability at times. And I told y'all, I don't worry about bills. So if I don't have to worry about bills, that means the only thing I am worried about is my daily things. That's normally something that I'm very like, because what the fuck? Okay. But what I realized is this week, so last week I was in Target or whatever, and I told y'all, I don't check no phone, but there is a way that when I do need to talk to people, there's a way that they can communicate with me. So, boom. I booked my appointment for last Saturday, right? I booked my appointment for last Saturday, and I had booked the appointment on Wednesday for Saturday. And I had booked it for November, for like a November special or whatever, but I booked it in October. So, Shorty had been trying to contact me for like 3 days, and I didn't answer it. So the day before my appointment, y'all know that hey boo text that really pisses me off with Atlanta hairstylist. So she was like, hey love. And I was like, don't start that shit. But in reality, it was my fault. So boom. She was like, can I move your appointment to next week? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's cool, whatever. So as I'm in Target, y'all know me. I have a very bad habit in Target where I spend money. So I went grocery shopping in Target, which made me extremely paranoid because the way Target adds up, bitch, you can spend like $400, $500 in 30 seconds in Target. So going grocery shopping in Target, you know, that's when people are like, oh, you got money. Like, yeah, bitch, but I ain't gonna lie, I was real hesitant about everything I put on the damn belt. So I'm like, oh my God, like I'm already tapping into the hair money, trying to go grocery shopping, like, and I'm just throwing shit up in there. I'm just throwing shit up in there, boy. I'm just throwing shit up in there. And I was like, oh my God, like, you know what? You know what's more important to me to get groceries right now because it's Halloween weekend and I don't need to be there, but it's something I need to trust because they're moving things around for me to get out the way. There's this energy about like, you got to get out the way. We need you to get out the way. Get out your own way. This is a test to see if you're going to get out the way and you're going to accept being moved out the way because God basically handles all the timing. So it's not even a matter of, oh, I couldn't get it done this day, so I had to get it done this day. Oh my God, I had to push it back. That wasn't the concern. The concern was I going to allow myself to get out the way for changes to happen, for me to be in a better position, for it all to add up anyway? For it all to be smoother anyway. Was I going to focus on being happy or was I going to focus on being stressed? That has been a test all week for me. Are you going to focus on being happy or are you going to focus on being stressed? Are you going to discuss everything that goes on with you or not? As a messenger, sometimes you can be very open to telling everybody everything. So there are times where I have to really like use my discernment on what I need to say and what I don't need to say. That has been a universal test for everybody, their confidence. What do you feel confident in telling people? What do you feel confident in holding to yourself? What do you feel confident into planning? What do you feel confident into doing? There's this thing of having an inner confidence about everything. A lot of people, that's that mouth thing. Because sometimes, you know, it's not even about like, it's not even about sharing. Sometimes it's just like you're excited about something that somebody else isn't excited about. So that normally kind of hurts your feelings or whatever. Like, that kind of hurts your feelings when somebody's not as excited as you because you really want to share that information. But what I realized is another thing had happened for me, and I was so excited. So excited that I took my excitement and I told them instead. And I feel like they was like, okay. Because I didn't bring that shit up at all what happened to me. The thing that God told me to keep with myself. I didn't tell nobody. And I felt like they was like, let's see if she'll tell somebody. Let's see if she gonna talk about it. I didn't say anything. Because I just was like, oh. Because I just felt like And you know what's so crazy? It was this inner feeling of me understanding, like, maybe I should keep this to myself. I don't know. I just want to keep this to myself. Like, it was just like this clicking of my higher self and me just like, I didn't even feel the urge to tell somebody about what had happened. There was no urge to express my excitement with others. And that is where this comes into handy. Trusting your path. You are already doing it. You know, sometimes y'all tell people things because of the fact of you don't want to be the only person that thinks that this is exciting. You know, sometimes you tell people things because you don't want to be the only one. You don't want you don't want to feel crazy or like it's too good to be true. So if you tell somebody, now you got a witness to whatever has happened to you. If you tell somebody, now you got somebody else that can agree. So if somebody tries to down what you're saying, you say, oh, no. So-and-so else knows too. And so since they know, I'm good. The fact that this is, and you know, so crazy. I've never noticed this, but she's brighter than her. This is a spirit thing. This is the higher self coming together between you, yourself, and I. This week was a test of alignment. It was a test of alignment. And I kept saying, and that's crazy because every fucking video I saw on YouTube that I did, thank you. Every video that I did on YouTube, I kept saying, is today Friday? Does anybody else feel like it's Friday? Does anybody else feel like it's Friday? Does anybody else feel like it's Friday? Like, I kept asking that. Like, you feel like it's Friday? Oh my God. Friday. Friday became so important because Friday is Venus. Tomorrow, Venus in Scorpio is doing something around Uranus. And it's doing something around Saturn. Yesterday did feel like Friday. Uranus is your higher self. So when Venus goes around Scorpio, there's this transformation that's happening around your higher self this weekend. So if you feel like extra liberated or you feel extra... And then you know what's crazy? So my grandma sends, so when they send me something or whatever, she always sends it to me in a card, right? And the card that she sent me is two bunnies and they're kissing. What's the symbolism of bunny? Rabbits. Rabbits is fertility. You know, they'd be like, they're humping like rabbits. Oh, shit. Rabbits represents many things, including abundance, fertility, and overcoming fear. Overcoming fear? Includes sensitivity, gentleness, fertility, haste, new beginnings, the moon, and good luck. And then, damn, what had happened? I wanted to tell y'all that. Damn. I don't know. But if you feel very liberated or very free or you feel very like disconnected this weekend, that's why. Well, that'll do it. If you feel very liberated, like free, and very disconnected this weekend, that's why. Because Venus and Scorpio is doing a transformation around Uranus and Saturn. And Uranus is your higher self. So your spirit is creating a very dynamic change. You know, I see the domino effect. That's what I feel like. Tomorrow starts a domino effect of... Do y'all remember when I was talking about a series of events? When was that? Do y'all remember that? A series of events. That saying is coming up again. I can't remember, was that Taurus season I said that? Or was it, I don't know what season that was, but I know it was a season earlier this year that I kept saying a series of events. It's going to be a series of events. A series of events. Last week, I might have said it last week, but I know I said it before then. Last season. Last season? I don't know. I just keep hearing a series of events. Next week starts a series of events. A series of events. And it's taken off very swiftly. There's going to be it's not even about if you might feel disconnected. You are going to feel disconnected this weekend. Like, you might not want to be around people. Like, the spiritual FOMO that some people are feeling is the feeling of their soul trying to guide them somewhere. They're trying to, you feel like it's something you're missing out on at that place, or, you know what I'm saying? You have this like nostalgic feeling of like a person, a place, a thing. You're having that because your soul is trying to guide you over there. And then yesterday, out of all the cards that had flew out, the joy card had flew out. And, in the joy card, it literally says about, hold on. In the joy card, it says, it is time to find the joy in this moment and to find that joy more often. Should this card come up in your divination, it heralds arrival of more happiness, profound joy into your life. It is a good omen. And it's on page 41, which is 5. You know what song I hear in my head? Closer to My Dreams. Closer to my dreams. And then when we started today's live, I was playing Do for You or Do for Love. What you won't do for love. That FOMO feeling, that spiritual FOMO feeling is definitely it's because your soul wants to be somewhere. Your soul wants to be somewhere. And then today in Psalm 7, that's what I was going to talk to you about. Psalm 7. So Psalm 7, the deeper we get into Psalms, the more I just know. Ooh. It says a prayer for justice. Oh Lord, my God, I come to you for protection. Rescue me and save me from all who pursue me. Or else like a lion. Now, this is the part that got me. Because yesterday we got the King of Wands. And I kept saying something about the fucking lion, which is the king of the jungle. And I'm telling y'all, when Lilith goes into Leo in January, it is really going to shake up the world where it's going to get real spicy. It's going to get real spicy. Because everybody thinks like main character syndrome is going to be really bad. And was it Aquarius? Aquarius reading for Scorpio season was about them being the main character. They having main character syndrome. People's main, like, because I have that very bad. Like, I have main character syndrome really bad. I think everybody's watching me. You're really watching my reality show every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got that bad. You know, I can't even act like I don't. I really do. That's how obsessed I am with myself. That main character thing is literally my life. We're gonna see that. And in Aquarius season, in Aquarius reading, I told them, I said, a lot of y'all wanted to become the main character in other people's story instead of becoming the main character in your own story. And that's what's caused you a lot of animosity. That's what's caused you a lot of setbacks. Because why would you put so much dedication and so much energy into becoming the main character in somebody else's story when you literally have your own book? That sense of entitlement. That entitlement feeling. Nah. Because honestly, when you're the main character in your story, whoever makes you a main character in their story, it kind of is like, you know, like the fact that you're making me a main character in your story, I'm honored. I'm honored. I really am. I really am. I'm very honored. If you would like for me to sign the book that you're publishing of me being your main character in your story, let me know. I would love to sign it, you know? That's just my ego talking, though. That's my ego talking. Don't pay me any attention. So, is main character syndrome a bad thing? No. People make main character syndrome a bad thing because they lack the confidence in themselves to make themselves a main character. Because, see, people that have main character syndrome, if you want me to be honest, like, people that have main character syndrome, they don't look to try to be in your story because they don't care. How you know they making you the main character? They're obsessed. People that really don't like people, like truly that don't like them, like, and you don't really have a reason to like them, is because you can't figure out why you love them. They're obsessed. People that don't have bad intentions towards people, they don't act like that. They don't. I might not like somebody, but it's not that I don't like you for like we just don't vibe, and that's okay. But there's no animosity. I'm not going to talk down about you. I'm not going to harass you. I'm not going to do any of that. I just don't like you. It's okay. You don't have to be liked by me. But see, people that don't know how to be the main character in their own stories, they can't deal with that. Well, why don't you like me? What can we do? It's like, girl, why are you acting like that? Ooh, that's not good. And so some people hide behind that, and they're very insecure. So they hide behind a mask of being so confident and so this and so that. And they really cry at night. Their misery is within them, not just outer. They're miserable on the inside, and it reflects on the outside. That's why you're going to see more people's spirit. Halloween was just a dedicated day for you to see people's spirit. But it, honestly, if you want me to be very transparent with you, like very transparent, baby, that was the start of that shit. That was the start of that shit. That was literally the start of where it's not like that was the day where they could cross over. That was the day where the dark could cross over to the light, and you know that was the day of where the gates were just open. Now, it's not that the gates might not be open, but it sure ain't no wall between them now. It's a sheet, and it's an invisible sheet. It's like a invisible fence. You know when dogs have that collar, and if they go outside the yard, it'll shock them. That's all it is now. That was the start of that shit. That's why people are okay with being in their shadow side. That's why when Lilith goes into Leo, y'all gonna see people do not care. They don't care. They don't care. They do not care. People do not care to be dark and all that, because in Psalm 7, as it says, or else like a lion, they will carry me off where no one can save me. They will tear me to pieces. Oh Lord, my God, if I have wronged anyone, if I have betrayed a friend or without cause done violence to my enemy, if I have done any of these things, let my enemies pursue me and catch me, and let them cut me down and kill me and leave me lifeless on the ground. Rise in your anger, O Lord. Stand up against the fury of my enemies. Rouse yourself and help me. Justice is what you demand. So bring together all the peoples around you and rule over them from above. You are the judge of all people. Judge in my favor, O Lord. You know that I am innocent. You are a righteous God and judge our thoughts and desires. God be knowing what y'all be doing. People know the intent. So people that be trying to make people to be the villain, that's why I say I don't mind being the villain in anybody's story. I really don't. Because honestly, you trying to put me as the villain, it just adds some type of like, you know, little shink-a-dink. You know what I'm saying? It adds the excitement in your story. Because see, you already are talking from a place of of lack of love and lack of respect for yourself. Because people with good heart and good intent don't do that. You're lying. You're already lying. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to others. So that doesn't matter. Because even the Bible says, stop the wickedness of evildoers and reward those who are good. God is my protector. He saves those who obey him. God is a righteous judge and always condemns the wicked. If they do not change their ways, God will sharpen his sword. He bends his bow and makes it ready. He takes up his deadly weapons and aims his burning arrows. So how wicked people think up evil, they plan trouble and practice deception. But in the traps they set for others, they themselves get caught. So they are punished by their own evil and are hurt by their own violence. I thank the Lord for his justice. I sing praises to the Lord, the Most High. It literally says that in the Bible. So how wicked people think up evil, they plan trouble and practice deception, but in the traps they set for others, they themselves get caught. So they are punished by their own evil and are hurt by their own violence. I didn't do shit to you. You did that shit to yourself. I don't got shit to do with that. That's the energy we're about to come up of. We're about to come up with an energy of that. You did that shit to yourself. I don't got nothing to do with that. That's why I said people always like to say, oh, you're spiritual this and this. You put a spell. You're doing magic. Now, little one. Look at yourself. And look, let me just be honest. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself deeply in the mirror. You are already insecure about yourself. Why would I need to do magic on somebody that's already insecure about themselves? Okay. I just be wanting people to add that together. I just be wanting them to add it together. So you going through I told you the tower moments haven't started. The karmic debt is coming. So as people are going through things, don't allow them to pin that on you. Don't allow them to pin that on you. Oh, no. Don't pin that on me. Don't pin that on me. Because and you make sure you tell them, you need to go read Psalm 7. You need to go read Psalm 7 before you try to pin that on me. As you are walking in this energy of glory and peace and happiness and gratitude, because your higher self is getting real spicy. Your higher self is coming down like, look, I done seen all this shit. I done seen you. I done seen them. I done seen your family. I done seen your friends. I done seen your lovers. I done seen your coworkers. I done seen everything. So therefore, we don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to sit in guilt and remorse. You know what I see a lot of is happening for people? A lot of people are going in circles about things that you either have said to them, or it's eating them up about what they have done to you, or they are realizing of why that they don't fuck with you. It's literally, it's spinning in their heads. Because Mercury's in Scorpio, it's causing a transformation. It's literally spinning in their heads. They're literally trying to like, thank you. And 2 + 2 = 4. And 5 + 5 = 10. It's spinning. It's spinning. For real. Because it's just like, what did I do to really make them niggas that mad? It's like, oh, now I see. So not only is it a now I see, now it's a fuck. I'm the problem. I'm the chaos. Oh shit. So then it's gonna go 2 ways. Running for forgiveness. And I told y'all that's a myth. Okay, God forgives. I don't have to forgive you. I don't have to forgive you. The Lord will forgive you. I've forgiven myself for me to allow myself to deal with somebody like you. But I don't have to forgive you. May God be with you, okay? God bless you, okay? Let the Lord bless you with the day you deserve, all right? So it's that. And then it's the other people that are going to continuously be, they're going to like blatantly ignore where they need to take accountability. So instead of them actually coming to the understanding that I might be the villain in this story, they are going to try their best to try to erase a book. Because it says, it literally says in the Bible. Shall I go back to the Bible? It literally says, whatever happens or can happen has already happened before. God makes the same thing happen again and again. So it's not even about you not wanting to come to the realization that you're the villain. You just gonna constantly play that narrative over and over. Don't open up another karmic cycle. That's why I tell people, don't open another karmic cycle. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not. Like, your higher self is real spicy. No, you don't have to talk to them. No, you don't have to deal with them. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do a motherfucking thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you, how I was trying to tell my higher self that God needed to do something, and she was like, he don't need to do a motherfucking thing. That's how your higher self is with you now. You don't have to do a motherfucking thing. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to talk to them like that. You don't have to agree to that. You don't have to do a motherfucking thing. Because they already done seen everything that done happened. They've already seen what has happened without you knowing. They've already seen what it could do to you. They've already seen it. It literally says God makes the same thing happen again and again. In addition, I have also noticed that in this world, you find wickedness where justice and right ought to be. You find wickedness where the justice and where the right thing is supposed to be. So there's been this switcheroo of the cups, of that this cup was actually supposed to be the right thing, and somehow trouble just happened to find the fuck out of you. I told Capricorns, I said, it's crazy how trouble just keeps finding the fuck out of you. Like, why does trouble keep finding you? You don't want to maybe come to that realization of why the fuck trouble keeps finding you? I ask people that all the time. Why do trouble find you? Why does like lack find you? Why does stress find you? Why does that find you all the fucking time? It always seems to find you. In a world of so many, baby girl, you are that one. And trouble seems to find you every fucking day. That is just preposterous to me. Because I posted, God said, go take that clip that you said in your live the other day, that my discernment keeps me aligned. That was an affirmation I wanted everybody to write down, because if trouble keeps finding the fuck out of you, there's something you're not using your discernment on that's keeping you out of alignment. Why does trouble keep finding you? When Venus gets into Sagittarius, when Mercury gets into Sagittarius, watch trouble find the fuck out of a lot of people. Watch it just find them. Especially after this eclipse season. Because at this point, it's just like, baby, you just letting trouble find you and you walking into traps. You're walking into energy that's not for you. You're walking into energy with people that are not for you. You are literally saying, I will walk into this. I'm going to walk into a fire. Oh my God. Yeah, it's the lights is bright over there. Let me just walk up in this shit. Why would you walk over there? You didn't get no type of like inner alarming to not walk over there? Why you walk over there? Why you over there? I'm telling you, that mouth is what's going to get a lot of people in trouble when Mercury gets in Sagittarius. It's that mouth. That mouth. Oh, my nose is itching. That mouth. I'm trying to tell you, it's that mouth. Why you talk like that? You know, a lot of people going to have like this real like aggravating energy about people. Like, you know, so-and-so, I don't like the way she act. Like, I can see people having conversations about people and they saying things like, I don't like the way so-and-so act. And everybody else is aware of it but them. You're so negative. You're just so down. You're so like you're just never talking about something that's uplifting. Why do you talk like that? My nose is itching. The last 2 weeks of Scorpio season are going to be a big highlight. Because Sagittarius season starts on what day? Everybody needs to look at their third house. Start paying attention to your third house. Let me tell y'all that right now. Let's get into some things that you need to be looking up for yourself, okay? Everybody needs to be looking at their third house. If you have a water, and it's funny how we talked about Mercury. Look at your third house. You need to get real acquainted with your third house before we get in Sagittarius season. Because that mouth is going to get you into something. That mouth is going to get you into something. That mouth is going to get you into something. What are we going to do about that mouth? Your identity and where you shine. Is that how you describe the third house? That's a good way of remembering it. That's a good way of remembering that. Hey, I like that. I like that. Your identity and where you shine. I like that. I kind of like that. Picasso. I like that. Because how can we find the houses? Go to your birth chart and look up you need the time of birth. Yeah, I've been on like an hour and 5 minutes. But you know, Bree, this will be on YouTube. Because the third house is a house of learning. So learning your third house might actually help you. Because when we get into Sagittarius, the 9th house, and we all going through a solar plexus activation, people going to be real confident about what they need to say. And their values on it. You know, Sagittarius are very wise people. They're not necessarily, they say the moon is often in your third house. Interessante. Sagittarius are very wise creatures. And one thing about Sagittarius is they got a good sense of knowing something. See, they got a sense about like physical things. They spiritually can feel things, but it's not really it's a spiritual thing, but it's not really a spiritual thing. It's their animal instinct. You see what I'm saying? It's that primal type of thing of like, you know, animal in the kingdom. Sagittarius got that real bad. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing for Sagittarius. That's why they're able to maintain their freedom. Sagittarius, that's how they maintain their freedom, because at the very moment they feel like you're going to tie them down with something, they like you try to put the thing on their head, they cock back. That's why most Sagittarius men, they stick with women that are going to put the saddle on them, but take the saddle off. They go for women that they know not going to be able to tighten the saddle on their head. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius men, they need women, or this is for women too, but I'm talking from a man aspect. They need women, and you know what? No, this is Sagittarius, period. Sagittarius, that's why they got that thing with people. If they can sense that you don't got a tight grip on the whatever that head thing is they put on horses, they'll stay. Because they know they can get out that shit at any given time. They can shake that shit off, it'll come right off. Because they know you don't got a tight grip on it. When Sagittarius feel that they are being restricted, it normally causes them to act out. They start tripping and jumping around and doing all this type of thing. So if you look at a Sagittarius life, a Sagittarius normally flourishes in a very open environment, a free field. Because it allows their mind to explore, that they can run over there and they can run over here. And even if they are in a big gated community, as long as the gated community is big enough for them to be free, they normally are fine. That is called the restrictions of the mind. That's the strategicness of their mind. So let's say you have a gate. The gate, that gives if a Sagittarius has enough room, as a horse, just think. If they have enough room, they can literally grind the gears in their mind to figure out how high they need to jump over the fence. They might try it a couple of times and miss, but they realize, okay, I need to step back this amount of feet. I need to run this amount of speed, and I need to get these legs up, and I need to hump my body over the fence. That's how Sagittarius lives their life. Literally. The whole world is about to have this thing of, y'all know what's that thing called in track with that pole, and they use the pole to get over the thing. What's that thing called? What's that event called in track? That's what I see in my head. What's it called? Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's called the high jump, pole vaulting, high jump. That's what I see in my head. We're about to go through a season of people doing the high jump. Doing the high jump. And is that going to cause, somebody had channel Aaliyah's Try Again. Mental awakening. Beauty. Mental clarity. Wake up. And the TikTok that I couldn't think of yesterday was Chrissy, wake up. Chrissy, wake up. That's when I kept hearing, because that's exactly what this is. And once again, alone. There's nobody else on this path. You see how free this is? This is the energy for Sagittarius season. It's just a river of emotions that they're going to follow, because that's something that a lot of Sagittarius had to get into, is get into the flow of water. Because Jupiter is half Sagittarius and it's half Pisces. Piscean energy is going to be very heavy next month. Spiritual progress. The number 3. 8 and 3 are going to be the numbers for Sagittarius season. Renewal. Where's the book? Spiritual progress. And then the eagle. We got the eagle the other day. Chrissy, wake up. Look at this. Look at this. Glory to God. The renewal card comes after a period of difficulty and strife. It represents the springtime of your life, when the cold winter snow is gone and a new growth emerges. You have cleansed yourself of past burdens and are now filled with strength and determination. This is a particularly good time to work on your dreams and goals. Pisces energy. The positive and free-flowing energy signifies a time of success. The very first card we got today was success and good fortune. Your confidence, we got courage. Your confidence grows as you begin to come fully into your own power. With the growing recognition that you have, that you do have something to offer the world, comes with renewed belief in yourself. This inspirational energy can help you to manifest joy and abundance in every area of your life. Make good use of this magical time. Magical, beauty, awakening. Your connection to the divine is strengthening. Renewal suggests opportunities are all around you to develop your gifts. Your life is truly a blessing right now. You have much to be thankful for. The prayer says, I thank the hope and the inspirational energy of the Lord into my life. I work towards my goals with renewed confidence and determination. That's what Venus and Scorpio is doing for your Uranus placement and your Saturn placement. Your Saturn is the physical, and your Uranus is spiritual. There's a dynamic change happening spiritually. And I tweeted last week, I said, Sagittarius, that spiritual healing would be coming in handy right now, wouldn't it? God waiting on you. When you ready to give it to God, God waiting on you. I think I said Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces. I think I said those 3 placements, which is funny because Cancer's the moon, Pisces is the Neptune, and Jupiter, and then Sagittarius is Jupiter too. God waiting on you. Your spiritual strength is increasing with the divine. Mental clarity. Chrissy, wake up. Look at this. And the fucking sun. Life lessons, victory, courage. 5. 3, 8, and 5 are going to be big numbers in Sagittarius season. The 3rd house, the 8th house is what you're coming out of, that power, and the 5th house of your passions. And look at this, trust, personal space, openness, faith. 36, 9, the 9th house. Chrissy, wake up. On the full moon, recuperation, dreams, creativity, and another 3. On the full moon, I'm gonna be doing an after school kickback, and we're gonna talk about the 10th house and why the 10th house is very important right now. The 10th house is very important because the 10th house is about to go through so many changes. That's where that Big Mouth song, I'm going through changes, is because your 10th house. Your 10th house is creating a lot of dynamic change. Ooh, my nose is itching. Your 10th house is creating a lot of dynamic change. Dynamic change. It's all happening. Bippity boppity boop. Chrissy, wake up. Pisces energy, the 12th house, and Chiron. This is why your 10th house is waking up. Your inner child is going through the last phases of the zodiac. Like, your inner child is coming towards the end of your like your inner child has gone through all 12 houses. It's on the last house. Your inner child is entering the 12th house. Well, this is not a real thing, but this is just what I hear in my head. Your inner child is going through your 12th house healing, perfection year. Your inner child is going through the 12th house healing. 28, 10, 55. The 12th house says secrets, karma, dreams, what we keep hidden from ourselves, past lives, and spiritual life. Your inner child is going through the last thing, Saturn, Capricorn energy right here. I'm trying to tell you. Your inner child is going through that. That's why dreams, hopes, wishes, magic, all that shit keeps coming up. That's why I just said bippity boppity boop. That's 12th house. That's very interesting. I've never heard them say it like that. Your inner child is going through all of the houses of healing. Juno, partnerships. 2 is big. Going back to the verse of the day. The number 4 again. That is so interessante. However you end Sagittarius season internally will reflect in Capricorn season of the first house. The way you partner up with people are going to be a reflection of your first house. It was a season where I told people they need to focus on their first house. That was very important. That imagination shit. You know, for you to create, that comes from your like imagination. That's a child thing. That's a childlike thing for dreams and magic and, you know, excitement and what the fuck is that? What just happened? Do y'all see that? What just happened? Did y'all just see that? What the fuck was that? What was that? I was like, maybe something on my camera. What the fuck was that? I literally felt like, what the fuck was that? Virgo in the 9th house. I can't wait to watch this bitch back, boy. Oh, God. Hey, bro, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I felt like it literally was explaining what I was saying about in that dreamy state. I literally looked down and it was 11:10. It was 1:11, and all of a sudden it was just like, you remember in dreams they'd be like, you're getting sleepy, and that's how I just felt like, what the fuck? You know what the fuck that just felt like? That felt like some you know when people like, you know, they be like, oh fuck. You know, you remember like the Jetsons? And they just like, you know, they move like this and then they be there. That felt like a timeline switch. Like how she did this, that's what it felt like. It felt like a timeline switch. Like a glitch. And you know, somebody been telling me about their phone glitching. Okay. Bitch. Yes. All right, can we just give it a second? Can we just give it a second? Cause I didn't feel nothing. The horse, the passion, and then look at this. This is not even there. Yo, I gotta watch this shit back. 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 I know I look fucking crazy right now, but I can see shit. I know I probably look crazy as fuck right now. This is fucking cool. This is fucking cool. This is fucking cool. And then I'm wearing white. And y'all know when I wear white, that's purity. Yo, y'all are watching this shit happen. So look, I'm trying to tell you. Like, wait a minute. Let me just make sure. Let's just hold on. No, that shit is there, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. See? And people think, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm over here wiping the screen like, nah, this ain't, nah, you violated, like, nah. That's crazy. Don't say that, Bree. Yo, that was crazy. Oh my God. Look at the girls. Look at the energy that's coming between them. 2 people. Clarify 7 of Cups. This is what I feel like it was. And you remember I kept saying, Chrissy, wake up. Chrissy, wake up. Chrissy, wake up. The clouds moving away from all this fogginess. The crows again. Oh my God. This won't leave the bottom of the deck. This won't leave the bottom of the deck. Hey, man, I gotta watch this shit again. Hey, bro, that's crazy. If you witness this live, bro, you know for a fact that we are locked in. Thank you, God. If you caught this live, we locked in. For life, we for lifers. We are for lifers. Bro, that's fucking crazy. And look, the way he is pointing at the bowl. Look at the ladder. And y'all remember I was telling y'all like it was like the ladder of climbing up. Hey man, that was fucking crazy. I ain't even gonna cap. I can't even act like that shit. Look, I'm sorry. You know, when shit like that happen, that's type of shit that it just be like, nah, it wouldn't happen. Oh my gosh, look. Alexa, play Superstar by Lupe Fiasco.
Superstar.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The camera's here and the microphones, and they won't know. The time. If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear.
Oh my God.
Fresh, cool, young Lou, trying to catch microphone, check 212. Wanna believe my own hype, but it's too untrue. The world brought me to my knees. What if you brought you? Did you improve on the design? Did you do something new? When your name ain't on the guest list, who brought you? You, the more famous person you come through, and the sexy lady next to you come too. And then the hitman standing outside of heaven waiting for God to come and get me. I'm too uncouth, unschooled to the rules, and too gumshoe. Too much of a newcomer and too uncool. Like shadow in the veil, I battle with it well. So I need a holiday like they do some blue. Go back, whatever you did, you undo. Heavy as heaven, the devil on me 2 tons too. You are what you say you are, a superstar. Then have no fear, the camera's here.
Alexa, pause music. The Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. The part that they really wanted me to hear when he was like, if you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The cameras are here. Remember I always explain this card about like the Knight of Pentacles of like, Each time you learn a lesson, you just drop the pinnacles, and this is the black horse of the what you call it. And once you drop those pinnacles, you drop them in the ground, like they seep into the ground to become seeds. And then you end up in this. The masculine energy does this, so the feminine energy can do this. Then after that, we got the magician. Then this wouldn't leave the bottom of the deck, and this gave me moon cycles. Working through the moon cycles. Even if you don't think you've been working through the moon cycles, you've been working through the moon cycles. And it's the fact that we're coming on the new moon. Full moon. And it's funny how it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the fifth part of the moon phase. Then the Three of Pentacles is here with the Hermit card and the moon. This is all the work, you know what I'm saying, the 3 people, whatever. Then this is the spiritual part of you, and this is the physical part of you. There's been this collaboration with spiritual and physical, and look, it's got the white wolf and the black wolf. Then, on the bottom of the deck, after the 8 of Pentacles with the moon cycle, the 3 of Wands, and then the Ace of Cups. The 3 of Wands literally waits for the ships to come in. You see how she's lighting the torch and she's waiting with the surfboard to when the waves come. And look, and that fucking, I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm so sorry to tell y'all, I don't know. The one thing about it is, I'm gonna watch this motherfucker back because I need to figure that out. Because what the fuck was that? And I don't feel no bad energy. That's what was crazy. Like, I don't feel like, oh my God, that was so much bad energy. Oh my God. Look, the King of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. And look, the King of Cups has the ship. And it's funny how the aura is coming from the heart. I know that's fucking right. Chrissy, wake up. Look at the 8 of Wands. Wake up. Chrissy, wake up. If some shit like that happened to y'all this week, y'all make sure y'all text me and let me know. Because that was fucking crazy. Look. Oh my gosh, I've never noticed this. Look at this cosmic shit right there. I've never noticed that. And the moon, I've never noticed that. I've never noticed that. And look at the white stuff that's coming down, and look at the black stuff that's coming down. It's coming down. Oh my God. Did I just transform? Not my iPhone asking for my password to verify my identity randomly. Let me know if it doesn't know who I am anymore. Because the blur that it caused, then we saw your aura when everything cleared. Not God revealed to y'all that I'm a real angel. Not God revealed that I'm a real angel. Well, thank you. I'm very grateful. I mean, I don't know what to say. I didn't know I was going to get this award, you know? I didn't know. And I'm very thankful, you know. First of all, I would like to thank you and my grandma for always looking out. I want to thank everybody that support me, you know what I'm saying? And lastly, I want to thank myself, okay? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know I was going to get this award. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Hey, man. Look. And I'm telling y'all, I kept saying, Friday. I've been saying Friday all week. Like, I've been trying to rush to get to Friday for some reason. Like, I don't know why the fuck I've been getting, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I've been trying to rush to Friday. I don't know what the fuck is happening Friday. I mean, well, we've already seen what happened Friday, but this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, that shit happened literally in real time. And you know what? I felt like it happened. You remember? Okay, listen. And as I said that Venus was doing a transformation, remember when, you remember how I was just explaining about how sometimes you don't need to speak, you know, but sometimes you want to speak so it doesn't seem like you don't seem as, you don't feel like you're alone, or you don't feel like, you know, you're crazy for what just happened. Why do I feel like that was the example that I was explaining? That discernment on what you need to share, and that God will have the witnesses that need to see around. Why do I feel like that explained it? Because imagine if I told y'all that shit. Y'all would be like, I mean, some of y'all would be like, oh yeah, bitch, I believe you. And some people would be like, I would have had to see it to believe it. I think God was like, trust me, you'll see it. I'm going to show you things that you will have witnesses for. That is fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. I'ma let God, you know, if he want me to post it, then I'm gonna post it. But if not, then I'm not. But and it happened all of a sudden, like randomly. Like, my homegirl had texted me, and when she texted, like when I got the notification from her, I looked up and I looked like a whole blur. Like, I wasn't even looking at the camera when that shit happened. I literally was looking down, and when I looked up, I just looked crazy. And I'm over here like, I thought it was a bug on the camera. Like, for real, I'm like, and then all of a sudden I realized I was looking at the camera and there wasn't no bug on there, bro. And I'm like, do y'all see this? Like, am I the only one that see this shit? So I'm like, I just literally felt like that thing where it's like, you go like this, and then they be like, Rrr. Like that digital thing, like the Jetsons. Hell yeah, I started wiping the camera off. Make sure I ain't tripping. One thing about me is, you know, some people like supernatural shit to happen to them so they can feel superior. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people be trying to, you know, they just be trying to get shit to happen in front of people so they can look like they just so locked in. Like, so locked in. It's just like, calm down. You see what I was saying about that whole spiritual rank? People that are very high spiritually ranked, we don't act like that. Y'all just see how fucking flabbergasted I was? I don't know what the fuck. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I thought we was going internet issue. I'm over here glowing and shit. I'm wiping off the camera. That's how I live my life, for real. I'm a very, like, normal person. Like, I'm very, like, normal. Like, normal, okay? That supernatural shit happened to me. I'd be like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. I'd be excited like the shit wasn't supposed to happen or something. I don't know. But that'd be my inner child. I'd be excited about that type of thing. Like, it's like when kids see magic, they be like, oh my God, that's so cool. That's me. That's so cool. I just can't wait to watch this bitch back. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can see it again. Because I want to see how y'all saw it. Because I didn't see when it started. I want to see it in the view of y'all. That's how I really like to watch my lives. I like to watch it like an audience. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it's different when you on camera and shit like that. But, you know what I'm saying? I be wanting to watch that shit like y'all watch that shit. And I want to see how that shit transpired. I want to see how it started. That shit was crazy. Yes, shit is happening like we didn't see as a kid. I believe that wholeheartedly. Things are happening in ways that we didn't see as a kid because people killed that magic, that excitement. That's what it came from. This is going to be a good time for the inner child. The inner child finally gets to see what real magic is. Like, all of a sudden your hands start, you know, and I'm going to tell y'all this. This was crazy, right? So one day I was in here, right? One day I was in here, and I was like doing this, like I was like playing with the ball or something. It was real crazy. It was like I was playing with the ball or something, and as I was playing with the ball, it felt like energy. Like it was no, I didn't really have a ball in my hand. It was more like a ball of energy that I had. Like, you know, I was just playing around like on some high shit. But when I really thought about it, like as I was really focusing on what I was doing, it's like I could feel a ball, and I was just throwing that bitch up, and it was coming. I was just throwing that bitch in one hand and the other hand, and that, like, and I was just doing like this with my hands. It was really like, you know what I'm saying, like scientifically nerdy. But yeah. You can't tell me I ain't no magical bitch. You can't tell me I ain't no magical bitch. You just can't tell me that. Do y'all not know how motivating it is for people to like use words that I give them for like their life? Do y'all not know, like, that is something that I just don't see how people can take that for granted. Like how people can really get big-headed over that. Because like for you to have a powerful tongue to change people's lives, like your words change people's lives, how can you really get big-headed about that? How can you get big-headed about that? You didn't come up with them fucking words. Like, it's just so amazing. Like, when I listened to me say my discernment keeps me in alignment yesterday, I just felt like that just changed my mindset with things. My discernment keeps me in alignment. Like, that shit was so powerful when that shit came out my mouth and I heard that shit today. I was like, damn. Now that's what the fuck I'm talking about. My discernment keeps me in alignment. That is a powerful statement right there. That is a powerful statement. Like, that literally is telling yourself, if I don't trust in myself, I am not on the right path. If I don't believe in what I feel, I am not on the right path. That is so powerful of the mind. When you think about that, that's just like, damn. Like, that really make you not want to listen to anybody else ever again unless you feel it. Like, that make you never want to listen to nobody else again unless you feel it. It's like somebody can tell you something, you be like, y'all remember that? Y'all know that TikTok be like, boom, boom, boom. He be like, get off me. I got it. That's what that affirmation makes me feel like. Get off me. I got it. Like, get off me. You can't tell me nothing right now. You can't tell me I'm not the coldest. You can't tell me I'm not the baddest. You can't tell me I'm not the smartest. You can't tell me I'm not the richest. You can't tell me none of that. Like, that shit make your life change. When you trust in you, when you believe in you, whoo. If God is with you, then who can come against you? If God is within you, then who can stand up towards you? Who can romp with you? You know, that's one of my affirmations too. I say in the mirror with myself, can't nobody fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. And that's on Mary Never Little Lamb. She pushed the fuck out. You can't fuck with me. That's why you don't fuck with me, because you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. On your best day, you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with somebody that's making themselves better every 24 hours. You can't fuck with me. I'm literally unreachable. I'm untouchable. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. And that's a main character type of affirmation people need to start saying. That's a main character. See, you know what? We probably gonna do a main character workshop. I'm gonna figure out how I can work that out. I'm gonna talk to God about it, because I feel like we need to do a main character workshop where people understand what is to be a main character in the eyes of God. What is it to be a main character in the eyes of God? We're going to do that. We're going to do that. I'm going to do a Google Meets. I am. Because I feel like y'all need to understand that nobody needs to know that you're lying. You don't need to roar to people know you're lying. People know they can't fuck with me. They know that. People know that in real life. Anybody that try to come against me, they don't never make it. You can't fuck with me. You can't. You can't fuck with somebody that's always in their own lane, in their own business, because you're going to look crazy because you over here around me. And y'all know, I got a Leo moon. You know, I tell people that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never hid that. I have a Leo moon. So this energy, when Lilith goes into Leo, I can teach y'all a lot of tactics so people can't fuck with you. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I'm telling you, people can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me I'm doing something wrong. You can't tell me I need to change something. You can't tell me that because, see, in my spirit, I felt what I was doing was right and it felt good to me. It don't make me feel good when I'm tearing people down. It don't make me feel good when I'm trying to finesse people and lie to people and do all that shit. That don't make me feel good. It don't. But what makes me feel good is when I stand 10 toes down by everything I say and everything I believe in. So when people be like, I think you should be softer with your messages. I think you need to go find you somebody else to learn from. Because you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. That's law. You can't romp with a bitch like me. That's just law. Somebody asked about dragons. I told people, I said, dragons are humans in this lifetime. Dragons aren't mythical, creatures. They're not like make-believe creatures. Dragons are people in this lifetime. God made dragons people. For real. God made a lot of creatures that we didn't get to see. He made them people in this lifetime. For real. And they won't. Can't fuck with me. I put that on your kids' head. You can't fuck with me. Leave that alone. You can't fuck with me or anybody that's in my collective. I mean that wholeheartedly. You can't fuck with me or anybody in my collective. You can't do it. There's not a person that comes up in this live. There's not a person that comes up on my post. There's not a person that ever comes and they make it through. You can't fuck with us. You can't. We're probably one of the most strongest collectives there are. I'd say myself and Hood Healer. We building very strong collectives. Now, I'm not saying other people aren't, but I'd have to say in the world of authenticity, we two big people that's rumping with people for big collectives. It's above us. We trying to build stronger, a whole army of strong people. You can't fuck with people in Hood Healer collective. You can't. You really can't. And look. I don't never throw shade on nobody, but you can't fuck with people in Hood Healer Collective. They don't even allow it. They don't let any Imani slander happen. They don't. They really don't. You can say whatever you want. You can hate on me, hater, but you can't. I'm telling you, you can't fuck with them. You can't fuck with them. That's how I feel. I'm building a strong collective. See, I told God, I said, God, I need you to put me in a position of power so I can build other people with power. I can build other people that have a very powerful mindset. See, I always said this. From the time I didn't have no followers, I'm building a very dangerous collective. You guys are very dangerous. I don't think we have a lot of fun here. We talk and we do a lot of that. We tongue wrestle. But if you want me to be honest with you and you want me to just keep it a buck with you, when you look at yourself compared to your environment and the people around you, you're a very dangerous person. That's why y'all go through so much shit. That's why people are always trying to fuck with you. They always trying to throw your energy off, your spirit off, your mind off, your heart off. You learn from somebody that stands 10 toes down as a woman by herself. You're dangerous. You're deadly to your people. People don't want you to be like that. You see what I'm saying? Why y'all think I don't keep people around me? I don't fuck with people. Look, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? No big brother, no handouts, nobody. It's just me and God. So if it's just me and God, and I literally don't let nobody I don't give a fuck who it is. If God say I can do it, I'm locked in. Y'all learning from a bitch like me, people don't like that about y'all. They don't. People don't like that you're very dangerous to people. You're dangerous. You're dangerous. I'm telling y'all, the more y'all learn, the more y'all expand your mind, y'all are dangerous to people. Very deadly to them. They despise you. You wake up people, demons like this. without you even saying anything. Like, you could just be listening to me and all of a sudden somebody demon starts talking. You see what I'm saying? Listen. People is scared of y'all. Y'all scare people. Y'all scare the shit out of people, boy. Oh, God. Hey, Pooh. Y'all scare the shit out of people. Y'all scare people. People are scared of you. Why do you know that? How do you know that? How do you understand what she's talking about? How they try to find some way to make it seem like what I'm saying is not God related, and they can't. That's why I'm telling you, people are scared of you. That's why people are starting to get real attracted to you. They want a piece of you. They want to come back. You look differently to people because see you shining through God's eyes. You God people. Your God energy showing. You people scared of people like that. See, they keep people around. They trying to figure out why can I catch on to what she's talking about? Why can I understand it? Why can I tap in? Why, you know what I'm saying? What y'all trying? That's why people always say things like, "Oh, you think you too good? Oh, she thinks she too good." No, bitch, you think that. You just can't keep up. That's why my name is Keeping Up with LG. You can't really like stand next to me. You got to keep up with a bitch like me. People keep their distance from y'all now. I'm telling y'all. Start observing y'all environments from now on. For real. People stay the fuck from around you. People don't even call you no more. People don't even call you no more. They just watch you. They just watch you because they trying to see if they can learn. You know, a lot of people observe me. I'm always being watched. I'm always being watched. Because people are trying to figure out, well, how she do this and how she do that. Well, if I do it like her, then I'll make it. No, you won't. It wasn't meant for you, baby. You're not built like that. You can't up and quit your job and do that. You don't have the mental capacity to handle all that. It's okay. It's not a battle. It's not that. It's just what you're not meant to do. See, you're supposed to take the information I'm giving you and apply it to your life. See, you got to understand. Don't do what I do, because doing what I do going to get you into something. I do wild shit because I have a very strong intuition. But if I can teach you the skills to get through any type of situation, you'll be fine. I promise you. You'll be cool. I did hard work so I can be able to tell you how to get through it. I promise y'all. People are scared of y'all. Y'all frighten their spirit. If you start to get anxious around people, it's because their spirit is scared of you. I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all that. Start paying attention to people in your environment. Watch how they move differently around you. That you scare them. Look. Even if they don't act scary, their spirit is scared of you. Family, same thing with family. They make little comments now, but see, now they're a little bit more quiet when they make them comments because they don't know what could happen once they let that shit slip out their mouth. You know, that's one thing I realize about people. A lot of people, they watch their fucking mouth about me now. I ain't had nothing to do with that. God made sure people watch their fucking mouth when they speak on me now. Watch your fucking mouth when you speaking on my child. Watch your mouth. People watch their mouth around y'all now. Y'all don't even notice it. And you know why? It's because you now have the confidence in your mind. Like you're more confident. You see what I'm saying? You're more confident. So where they used to be able to deteriorate you from your confidence with their words, they know it doesn't work anymore. So they be quiet now. I'm telling you. People watch their mouth. I always tell people, watch your mouth when you talking about me. My grandma don't like that. You talking greasy about her child. Watch your mouth. That's why I don't argue with people. That's why I don't go back and forth with people. That's why I don't do nothing. That's why you don't see me beefing with people. That's why nobody's ever come up against me on any social media site. You won't. Because going against me is going against God. They won't. People don't do that. People peep when you got God in you. Trust me. The only reason why they were able to tear you down, the only reason why they were able to belittle you, harm you, hurt you, abuse you, manipulate you, all that shit is because of the fact that you hadn't woken up on what God was. You didn't see God in you. See, I already know God is within me and you can't fucking touch me. You can't do nothing. You can't touch me. Can't fuck with me, baby. Leave that alone. People spend their whole lives trying to romp with me and never make it. You done spent so much time trying to be like me and trying to keep up with me. You should have spent that same amount of time for you to become better. Be better than me. I want people to be better than me. I don't see nobody as competition. Don't be like me. Be better than me. I promote people to be better than me. Like, think about that. A bitch that literally be in these streets talking about you can't fuck with me, and I'm talking about I want people to be better than me. That's how you know you are not paying attention to what the Lord has given you. That's how I know you're not. Come on now, you really ignoring. You really wasting the time that the Lord gives you. God wakes you up every day. That's already a blessing in itself. Some people don't make it through the night. Some people don't make it through the day. Some people don't make it. They don't make it. They don't make it. So if you are blessed to wake up every single day, you have to understand, hey man, God gave me something. God gave me some type of energy today to wake up. You know what I'm saying? So hell, I need to go ahead and show what the world, you know what I'm saying, show what the world I'm working with. Go ahead, put my hands up. Let's go ahead and let's go to war. Bop, 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 bop. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, how dare you wake up every 24 hours and you spend that time hating, worrying, stressed out, mad at somebody else? You clearly don't value the Lord like you think you value the Lord. That's why God keeps saying, I need a lot of people to stop speaking on my name. See, when I said that, people got upset, but I didn't give a fuck because it was the truth. God said, I need you to stop speaking on my name. Stop speaking on my name. Stop speaking on what I do. Stop speaking on my kids. Stop speaking on the tools that I put for y'all to learn from and utilize for you to be able to have a human experience. Stop speaking on that shit. And as soon as I find out who you are, you will be dealt with. You will be dealt with. Yeah. God is so tired of that. Let me go ahead and keep it a buck with y'all for a second about what God says. Because you know what I'm saying? God is really tired of the fact that people keep speaking on him and speaking on the tools and stuff. You speaking out of context. We literally are going through an 18-month cycle of people speaking out of context. And if you want me to be very frank with you and very transparent, honest, and upfront, 3,000 with you, when Lilith goes into Leo, you're going to have to watch what you say. Watch your fucking mouth. All that shit you was talking from July to December, you're going to have to watch your mouth next year. You got to watch your mouth. You are. You really are. You're going to be looking like Scar, falling into a pit of the whatchamacallits. Watch that shit. Watch what you say. Watch your mouth. That Leo energy. You know, Leos talk with a lot of pride. They talk with a lot of ego. They talk with a lot of force. That's why I'm very passionate on the emotions that I say. Because I'm sensitive about my shit. You're going to be looking like Scar from Lion King. Watch. You're gonna do all that stuff to become king. And your ass going to find yourself in the middle of a stampede. Watch. How much money you want on that book? Because you're gonna watch what you say. Oh, you're going to watch what you say. You're going to watch what you say. And you're not going to have no choice but to watch what you say. You're going to have to watch what you say. And you're going to have to stand on what you said. Big on, you're going to have to stand on that shit. Oh, boy, you're going to have to stand on that. What Pooh Shiesty say? You're going to have to get that shit back in blood. God said, oh, no, y'all going to have to get that back in blood. You're going to have to get that. I don't give a fuck where it was. Took that shit from you, man. Come get that shit back in blood. Don't need security in the club. We're not going to need no security. I don't hang with a lot of people. I'm not going to need no security. You're just going to have to watch what you say. Watch what you do. Watch that shit. Y'all going to have to watch that shit. If you are what you say you are, a superstar, have no fear. If you are what you say you are, you say you a hustler, you say you a boss, you say you this, you say you a teacher, you say you a this, you say you that. If you are what you say you are, then have no fear. The cameras are here. Have no fear. The rich auntie is here. Line the kids up. I'm telling y'all, you're going to have to stand on that, and God is going to make sure you do. See, people have abused God's love, and they've abused God's forgiveness, and they've abused his help. They've abused the love that he has for them. Because see, God has unconditional love. So he loves you without conditions. So if you do make a mistake, he loves you through it to say, hey, I understand. I'm very understanding. But God got boundaries too, baby. God got boundaries too. I hear that Rick Ross song. I done ran out of patience. I don't know. It's the song I keep hearing. It's the song I keep hearing from Rick Ross, and he was like, I done ran out of patience or something like that. Thank you. I think it's called Push It to the Limit. It is. It's called Push It. He said, I waited and waited. I done ran out of patience. They hated. Left them slow dancing with Satan. Fresh in my white tee. Hold up. Fresh in my white tee. Mac 11, swear to God, I bought my first block, broke it down and tore the block apart. Whatever. But I'm telling you right now, it literally says, I waited and waited. I done ran out of patience. They hated and hated. Left them slow dancing with Satan. Don't tell nobody I didn't tell y'all. Don't tell them I didn't tell y'all. It's called Push It. Push it to the limit, Port of Miami. And you know, Rick Ross been coming up. That boss energy. If Rick Ross, Future are going to be one of my clients, I ain't going to know what to do with myself. Because they keep coming up. 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 Yeah, I need to tell Rick Ross some things anyway. After he signed a couple albums for me. After he signed a couple albums for me. Yeah, I need to talk to Future. You telling me you falling out of love with me. Hey, Anaya. Oh, you know who else? They've been playing a lot of Drake for me too. But they've been playing a lot of who else is that? What's his name? What's his name? Roddy Ricch. Anaya. What is WSGG? What's going on? Or what's up? Y'all know I be a little old when them acronyms be coming. Oh, what's good? Child, I be like, what that mean? Oh, Jack Harlow. Who else? Summer Walker too. Summer Walker been playing. What song we gonna get for the day? What song we gonna get for the day? Let's see. What song we gonna get for the day? Alexa, play the music. What's the song of the day? Wait. Alexa, play the music. Alexa, play the music. She do not listen. She don't listen. DJ Khaled. She do not listen. All right. 1. Why is it Sweet Life? And I told Aquarius that they was gonna get to the soft life.
The Black Beverly Hills, domesticated paradise, palm trees and pools.
Didn't I tell you more black people was going to be having luxury, old money?
Whatever you like, whatever feels good, whatever takes your mountain high, and it's real. Not sugar free, my TV ain't HD, that's too real. Grapevine, mango, peaches and lime, sweet life, sweet life, sweet life, sweet life, sweet life, sweet, 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 sweet life.
Again. The same cards come back out. The Sweet Life. Whatever feels good. Not sugar free, my TV ain't HD, that's too red. Grapevines, mango, peaches and lime, sweet life, sweet life, sweet life. Alexa, pause the music. Oh my gosh, the Sweet Life. Keeping it surreal, whatever you like, whatever feels good, whatever takes you mountain high. Keeping it surreal, not sugar-free. My TV ain't HD, that's too real. Grapevine, mango, peaches, and lime. The Sweet Life. Oh my gosh. The Sweet Life? Come on now. That's fucking crazy. As this is what we talking about. And guys, and it's funny that it's Frank Ocean's album and the album is orange. It's on the channel Orange. And y'all remember the dress that I wore the other day was orange? So look, God was like, go look up what the color orange means, right? And that's fire energy, right? So look, God was like, go look up what the color orange means. Y'all, I thought I'd be done. God be like, not yet. So I looked up what the color orange means, right? The color orange means optimism, emotion, adventure, and creative. Effects of orange: encouraging, enhances creativity, stimulates appetite, heightened sense of activity, uplifting, positivity, creativity, warmth, and spontaneous. The color orange is associated with the spiritual practices, including meditation and compassion. Come on. Orange symbolizes the individual's relationship to the external world, the needs and want of the physical body, and the ways in which these are satisfied. The world of work. In healing, orange may increase immunity and sexual energy. Exactly what we talked about the other day. Orange is associated with health and vitality. The 6th house of health, love, longevity, obedience, vitality, evolution. Orange in the Bible represents the fire of God, deliverance and praise from on high. Through trials, men can be purified through Christ's fire and be delivered, earning praise from all that is holy and transcending his earthly flesh. In addition, orange represents the prophetic ministry and change. Last season we worked on it, and red and orange together represents power. Oh my God. Oh my God. Orange is it also means free spirit. What did I tell y'all about Sagittarius being very free spirited? They're very free. We got freedom in today's reading. This is crazy. That is really fucking crazy. Fucking Robitussin. I don't know why this shit got me lazy right now. Can't do Percocets and I don't know why that song keeps playing. But the fact that this is wrapping up a lot of coldness. A lot of coldness has been wrapped up to where you've got all the knowledge that you need. Let's go. Let's go. The inner lion within y'all is ready to pounce. Look, on the back, both of them in this motherfucker have all this illusions, finally picking a bowl. That's what I found. That's what I keep hearing. You finally picked a bowl, so now that you picked the bowl, run with it. Come on now. I'm telling you, something about that under the influence, and that's that whole wake up of the imagination. Alexa, play Under the Influence by Chris Brown. Girl, why don't you listen? Alexa, play Under the Influence by Chris Brown. Girl, you make me irritated. Alexa, play Under the Influence by Chris Brown.
Under the Influence.
Damn.
I don't know why this got me lazy right now. Can't do Percocets on my leg. I'm turning one, trying to
Give it up. Yeah, that's the clean version. What the fuck? You know what? I don't have time for that. I'm gonna take her clean version as purity, because we don't have time for that. Not the clean. You know, this is like sidebar, but the quickest way for me to get aggravated is for them to play the clean version of songs. That shit pisses me off so bad. If I hear the clean version of a song, I instantly get irritated. I don't know why. But if I hear the clean version of a song, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, just hearing them block out the words, be like, what the fuck? You know what? Cut the whole damn song off. Cut his mic. Cut his mic. Oh, hop your friend up. Oh, look at the couple coming through. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah. When the two come together, they're more effective. This is masculine energy within everybody. This is individual. That's individual work. That's individual work. That's individual work. You got to start at 0. Earth energy is balanced. Look at both of them. She holding the pinnacle. He got the pinnacle. This is very exciting. How long we been on live? Oh, 2 hours? Oh. Damn. Time go by fast when you're having fun. Time go by fast when you're having fun. Damn. Y'all ain't at work. Y'all, that's fucking crazy. Not the King and the Queen of Pentacles. And you know what song kept playing? You know what song they had me listen to yesterday? Shabuya. My name Big Corbin. Yeah. They've been really like having like a roll call. They've been having like a roll call. Like the disciples is coming out. Well, people that are tied to the disciples energy or like just past lives, because your inner child is entering the 12th house, which has to do with dreams and past lives. And I feel like different versions of yourself is coming out. My name Big Corbin. Yeah, my name is Glow. Yeah, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, like I'm telling you, like they kept playing that song, Shabuya. Shabuya. Ooh, baby. Drink some orange juice. And that's what I was drinking the other day. I was like, I really, really, really want some coffee. And they was like, go get some orange juice. And y'all remember how I told y'all in that video, in that dream, the person was drinking an orange Fango, whatever. And I was like, I want some juice too. And the day before, today's Friday. So Wednesday, I had got me some orange juice. And that orange juice had to be the best fucking juice I drank in forever. And it just tasted different. It tasted different. Something about that. I haven't had orange juice in forever. Like I haven't had orange juice in forever. Go get some orange juice. Oh. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I would love to say that I was joking. I would love to say this isn't real. But this is fucking crazy. And look at that. She got the Sagittarius seat on her. The woman has the Sagittarius symbol on her. Maybe who cares? All right, y'all. I need to go move my body. Move your body, girl. Makes the fellas go. I'm hungry. Can you feel the beat? Can you feel the beat? Can you feel the beat in my heart? I'm about to go get some. Don't get Sunny D either. Get real juice. Don't get no cheap ass juice. Me too. I'm hungry. And I gotta get ready for a session. Yeah. Readings is still on sale until further notice. So get that shit, you know what I'm saying? Book now, forever hold your peace. Because I think it's probably going to end by Capricorn season. So, I mean, yeah, the beginning of Capricorn season. So go ahead and book, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a coffee drinker. Yeah, book it. I don't know how far the books go out, but, you know, you don't have to book it for that season. You can book that price for further out. I meant to tell people that. Because I think people think they got to do it in that season. You just got to book it in that season. That's one of my rules. It's not that you have to have it in that season. You just got to book it in that season. That's all. Oh my gosh. Y'all, pray for me for this fucking reading with Bree. Bree about to have me over there in the depths of the chambers of secrets with the Lord. Bree about to have me in the depths of the chambers. I'm about to have to go way down yonder and unlock some shit when I talk to Bree ass today, y'all. Bree about to have me working. Yes. Bree be like, I needs to know. Man, if I get a reading, it's going to be the same shit. I don't think so. The energy has shifted. I done beat the fuck up a lot of y'all with a lot of the shit that y'all do, and now you can know other shit. I want one because I want to know how the reading you just did. Huh? A lot of y'all are so much aware. A lot of y'all are so much more aware of things that I don't have to, you know, I don't gotta dig out your oh, child, Bree ass finna question me, but I don't have to dig out y'all ego so much, you know? I feel like the first reading with me is always like, I feel like it's very intense, and it's very like that because of like the, oh, them monthly updates be woo. But I feel like since you guys are so much more aware that your ego has gone through things, I feel like, you know how they always say they gotta break you down to build you back up. I don't never like to say it like that. I don't want to make you feel like I gotta break you down. But I feel like I've already broken your ego enough to where we can talk about certain things. Because see, what happens is when I do certain readings for people, they ego be in the way. So I tell them something, they be like, I'm not like that. Or I'm not like that. Or I've already completed that. Do you really think I'm going to sit on the damn phone and waste your time and my time to tell you some shit that you supposedly already know? I'm telling you because you're not doing it. Duh. So now that a lot of y'all done got past that point, now we can talk about some other shit. Now we can get down to some shit you're going to understand now. See, because if I come into the reading talking about timelines and shit like that, y'all would be looking at me like, girl, what the fuck did I just spend my money on? And I'd be sitting there like, I know. But now I just feel like that. I feel like that. I feel like now y'all more aware. So it's like now I can talk to y'all like without having to break things down. Like, I don't like to dumb things down because I feel like you have the ability to learn and grasp what I'm telling you. So you don't necessarily need me to dumb it down for you. But if I give you a little bit of homework and then with the first initial reading and then we get to the other readings, you're going to already be like, yeah, I know about past lives. I know about karmic. I know about that now. It's like, okay, bitch. Well, let's talk. Let's get into the tea. You know, all y'all starting to come with y'all y'all birth charts, you know what I'm saying? I got clients booking birth chart readings, you know what I'm saying? Then when we have another session, they start bringing it up like, yeah, OG, I seen that I was having some changes in my fifth house. I be like, is this the same bitch? Is this the same bitch? Wait a minute. This you? Okay, bitch. I love it. I love that energy. I love it. I fucking love it. Because I always be feeling crazy. Because, see, I know so much without knowing this previously. See, this is all inherited. So, therefore, like, I be feeling crazy. I do. I really do. But when y'all start putting the pieces together and then y'all come to me, that type of shit get me excited. I want one because I want to know how the reading you just did resonate with me. Okay, now I get you. Because I sure was messing up what you were saying. Yeah, inherited knowledge is not what people think. It really isn't, because everybody needs to prove what they know. See, look, it's funny that these cards slip off. Inherited knowledge is not easy. Because your ego get in the way of that. Like, you can't prove how you know what you know. You see what I'm saying? So, like, this is one of the challenges I've had to go through. For real. Inherited knowledge is not for the weak. Like, I wouldn't, like, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't want people to inherit knowledge, you know what I'm saying? But when you inherit knowledge from generations and, like, bloodlines, that shit is not easy. My job is not easy. I can't prove what I'm saying is right. You just kind of got to trust me. And see, I trust in God. So if I trust in God, that means that I trust in what I say. And if you trust in me, you trust in God. See, because it's the things you can't see. God, you can't see God. God is not something you can tangibly, touch all the time. You just got to trust that God is within that. So that's what I just be having to just mosey on down. Because, boy, that'd be hard on a bitch, boy. It'd be hard on my heart because I'd be like, I don't even know. I've been doing this shit for 2 fucking days. Like, slow down. Like, I'd be so frustrated over here sometimes. Like, I've only been doing this for 2 fucking days. Like, slow down. My mind. That shit be funny as hell. Yeah. And people think you, and then you got to fight that people think you being cocky because you be like, you gonna see. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to let you find out. Then people be like, ow. It's like, oh, bitch, just listen. And just, you know what I'm saying? That's why my quote is, either you going to hear me now or you going to hear me later. Either way, you still going to hear me. So you decide. Either you going to listen to me now and you just going to wait to see what happens and let it play out. Or you going to try to think you know something and it's going to play out on your ass. And you going to hear me later. Either or. So many people want people to tell their fortune. Like, people want me to tell them, on Thursday, you are going to fall in a hole. And when you fall in the hole, you're going to see a dragon. And when you fall in the hole and you see a dragon, the dragon's going to touch you. And when the dragon touches you, you're going to have this awareness. And after you have this awareness, you're going to climb back up out the hole. And you're going to walk around. You're going to be blowing fire. People want me to tell them shit like that. Bitch, if I tell you you need to watch out because somebody around you is doing some funny shit, bitch, you just need to watch out because somebody around you is doing some funny shit. You know what I'm saying? I might tell you a joke, bitch, but I ain't gonna never tell you a lie. You don't need to know specifics. You just need to be aware. I'm here to really teach people the awareness, how to take mental notes. Talk about quietly goes to OG's booking site to book a read. I'm fucking crying. And you know what? That's something that I even learned myself. I don't want to find out later. I don't want to find out what God was trying to show me later. That I feel like it's way worse on the body. Like, it beats you up a little bit harder when you have to physically find out. I don't like that. I'm not a fucking find out type of bitch. I'ma do it. I'ma listen this time. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm an obedient child of God. I'm an obedient servant of the Lord. I'm an obedient child of my grandmother. I'm obedient. I don't believe in being disobedient. The way they slapped the shit out of me. And boy, have I gotten my ass beat. We talking about I done got my ass tap, 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 tap. I mean, switches. And I had to go pick out my own switch. And that's what really, really gets you. When you got to go pick out your own switch. See, that's when you know you did something wrong. And you know you did something wrong. When you got to go pick your own switch out. I don't like that. Because then when I came back with a little switch, thinking that it wasn't going to hurt, the little switches hurt worse than the big switches. You know, that's one thing I don't like. I don't deal well with pain. I don't like pain. You know, some people be like, oh my God, I find so much pleasure in pain. Not me. The first thing I'm going to say is it going to hurt? Because if it's going to hurt, I don't want it. I medicate off for anything. Okay, wait. Let me not tell on myself. I used to heavily medicate myself so I didn't have to feel anything. So I would have numbing cream, drink lean, smoke a blunt. You know what I'm saying? I would do all that. So I'm really big on feeling numb. I don't like pain. I don't like any type of pain. That's why when people try to bite you and shit, don't bite me. What the fuck? I don't like pain. That's why I feel like in this lifetime, if I did come back from if I was a dragon and I came back in a human form, I think that's why I'm so big on not feeling anything. Because I feel like I feel things so deeply. This bitch. Y'all, please pray for me. Bree's a fucking fool. Even for waxing. Oof. That's probably the only thing that I sit through without jumping and I literally just be cursing. Cause I'm sorry, the way she looks after Ursula is done. Ooh wee. The way she looks after Ursula is done with her. Ooh wee. Baby, she looked like a brand new piece of chocolate. That's the only thing I don't care for. The next, we having a kickback for the full moon on Tuesday. We're doing a Google Meets on Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time about the full moon. I love when we get on Google Meets. I feel like the energy just be so much fun. We be talking, we be chatting. It be like girl talk, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of girl talk. Well, it be universal, okay? I'm not gonna say just women. Men can come too. Actually, I want more men to show up. Because see, more men are getting spiritually inclined. What's the best orange juice? Oh. I don't know. Look for something that doesn't come from concentrated juice. Look for something that's real juice. 100% pure orange juice. Simply? Okay, there you go. Simply. Okay, y'all. I'm about to go eat, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Those that haven't subscribed to the texting app, subscribe so you can get the Google Meet thing. Not the free one. The free tier 1 don't get access to that. That's exclusive, okay? So tier 2 and tier 3 are the tiers that get to come in the Google Meets. And if you are a subscriber, you also get VIP booking So, like, when you book, if there's a time or date that you want, like, you know, if you want to actually see we could do it that night, text me and we'll do that. Evan be in here. Evan be on here when we come at night. But, Mike too. It's okay. Just text me. Yeah, so yeah, we getting into it. I think things are starting to be more. It don't seem like, I feel like we kind of off the beginner stage, you know? I feel like a lot of us are off the beginner stage, and that's really good. You know what I'm saying? That's really good. So we were able to go in depth about certain things. You see, Mike be here. Mike be here. So yeah, other than that, I will see you all later. I will see you guys later. Maybe tonight. I'll either see you tonight or tomorrow, okay? I love y'all. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing day. Tremaya, feel better. Feel better, pumpkin. Okay? Toodles. Sensational. Get turmeric is orange. Okay. Love y'all. Purr, just subscribe. Purr. See y'all later. Purr. All right, y'all. Toodles.